Yo, what is good, y'all? It's your boy Tom back here with another video. And in this video today, yes, we're bringing back the reaction to DBG's tier list. So in this video today, he's going to be ranking his top point guards on this tier list. And I'm here to kind of give my opinions. I'm a lot more knowledgeable about these players than I was, when I first started doing my I think I did a couple reactions earlier this year. Much more knowledgeable about the game and in specifics, like I'm going to be going over my rankings if these players were badged out, because it's hard to compare with like a non-badged out, let's say, John Stockton to a non-badged out Steph Curry. It's just hard. So I'm going to be comparing them as if they're badged out, and I hope DBG does that as well. But the link to DBG's video will be down in the description, so make sure to go check him out.
Let's start off with Steph Curry.
All right, Steph, the thing is, at this point in the game, it's like, what is he doing?
I'll put him in C tier. He just doesn't play defense.
He has cold zones from two spots.
He's still got Curry.
He's not bad. He might be B.
No, let's put him B.
I was going to say, he might be B.
Put him B.
He's not
still
bad.
got Curry slide, which obviously is really, really important. It is the most overpowered move in the game. He's got a really nice release. He's still got a decent three ball.
The Steph Curry release is fire. The cold zones hurt.
His shooting is great. He's got quick first step silver, I think, so we can go by people. I just think in general
he's not bad.
Dame, I'm gonna put Dame.
I don't like Dame. I don't.
So Dame's got silver.
And I know a lot of people that badged out Dame really like him as well. But
so
I think you got to badge him out anyway. I don't know. I know a lot of people earlier in the game at least like Dame, even like a month into the game.
It's
but
the same as
both
Steph
of these
Curry,
cards
but
are guys
Steph's
I never
just
liked.
a little bit different. Obviously, the Curry slide draw move is a huge, huge thing. But Dame's got a good behind the back and done quite well. Again, just like Curry out, doesn't play defense.
Where's he gonna put Rondo?
Evo'd
up Rondo isn't terrible.
Evo'd up Rondo's pretty good.
See.
Rondo, once he's just not the greatest shooter. Like, once he's a decent defender.
You can't go any higher.
And I actually would probably put Pop Bev in B tier. I just realized I don't think I've got Pop Bev on this list.
Terrible.
Pop Bev will be in B tier. But Rondo, good defensively.
Rondo's not bad. He's not bad at all.
Then we got Tiny Archibald.
He's not bad.
He's
B.
fast.
He's B.
Doesn't do much else, but
you can't put Steph over him, I don't think.
Not a card that I am the biggest fan of. Kind of similar to like an Earl Monroe. I'm just not a fan of these cards.
You're not a fan of Earl the Pearl? Man, come on.
Because the way I play the game, I don't like having to hide people on defense. Like, definitely there are people that have a lot of success with not the greatest defenders. They're very, very good at hiding people on defense.
No, it's just speed.
It's not that I'm not great at it.
Speed means so much,
I'm not
DBG.
playing the game enough. I was pretty good at it early on in the year when I was starting it out, but I'm not playing the game enough to be good enough.
Speed means so much. So your speed means so much.
That's why Tiny Archibald is down. Pretty decent on offense. Van Exel probably more so than Tiny Archibald. The problem.
Listen, a badged out Van Exel, I think he's not bad, but it's like I like Tiny
offensively.
More. I do like
they
Tiny
are
more
than capable of playing, but they're just so weak on defense that I just can't. Especially because
it's gonna be intriguing where he puts Fat.
This game.
It's going to be intriguing because I see Fat right there.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have the offensive of Van Exel or Tiny Archibald. He can shoot the three ball, decent release, and is a lockdown defender.
His release is slow, though.
Let that exist. Okay.
He's got release one.
Got B tier. If
he's got the Grant Hill release.
Was better, he'd be higher. Fat Lever is a really good shooter.
He's okay.
I'm saying, no, he's not a really good shooter. He's a really good defender. Okay. I don't know why.
He is a good defender.
He's a really good defender. He can go by people. Handle, it's okay. His jump shot leaves a lot to be desired.
His jump shot is terrible.
If you catch and shoot with him and use the stick, you can probably hit shots, but it's just slow. I'm not going to put him in A tier because I just don't think he's quite.
I wonder if he doesn't have JoJo in S. I'm going to be confused.
I think it's a fair spot.
A badged out JoJo belongs in S.
Yeah, that's fair for him.
Badged out JoJo belongs in S.
JoJo's going into A tier. JoJo's nice. He can shoot the ball really well.
It's going to be intriguing to see who he has at S tier at the point guard position. Because JoJo, I think he has 92 lateral quickness, 96 speed. Correct me if I'm wrong. Can get clamps, got range. Like a badged out JoJo is the man with the plan. He can do it all.
His defense is okay.
Okay? DBG got upper 90s speed, low 90s lateral quickness, can get clamps. What do you want out of a card?
His defense isn't great, obviously, without clamps. But his jumper is really nice. His handle's okay. One of those things where it's like, I think this is a fair spot for him. Like, if you put him in S tier or B tier, I'd have to just say, like, that would be way, way too low.
All right, I'm intrigued to see who he puts in S tier. That's all I'm going to say. I'm intrigued. Because I run John Stockton over JoJo White because I don't want to have to spend, 60, 70, 80, 90K badging a card that is unsellable, you know, and that's the thing.
Maybe.
But when he's badged out, he's S.
Putting clamps on him puts him into the top center, but like
you got to look at him with.
It's just a little too late for JoJo. To be completely honest, in the history of my team, the best player in the game, the best point guard in the game,
no doubt about it.
I don't have him. If you guys did the grind for Steph Curry, like I physically couldn't do. I just couldn't do the grind.
For me, I don't. It's obviously a grind, but I kind of enjoy the feeling of being rewarded when you get it. You know,
not that I didn't have the time. I just couldn't.
Kind of for
I
me,
couldn't mentally do the grind.
It's like for me.
But if you did it, you've got the best player in the game, and man, it'll be a long time before he's a better player than Curry. I'm telling you that right now, it'll be a long time before he's a better player. This Steph Curry is so much better than LeBron James. He's so.
Relax, okay? Pink Diamond LeBron's got mid-90s speed, mid-90s lateral quickness, got mid-40s, can get... listen, that LeBron is different too, DBG. I ain't going to sit here and lie with you.
So much better than... I still think D-Will's the second best player in the game, but...
Darren Williams is the second best... Okay. Listen, you can say Darren Williams is the second best point guard in the game, and I'm going to say that's okay. It's okay to have that opinion. That actually used to be my opinion, to be honest with you. But to compare that Darren Williams to even a guy like that Pink Diamond LeBron is just, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is what it is. Then we got Bob Cousy. Bob's going B tier, but I think Bob Cousy's really weak. Like, he's got good.
The thing is, if you got Bob Cousy badged up when you could, he's great. But now it's like
defense.
He's not it now.
He's got the Pro 6 behind the back.
His stats are incredible.
Awful release. First pause release.
That's not an awful release, DBG.
I'm on gold range early on in the year.
That is not an awful release.
He's actually pretty nice, but the problem is that most people don't have him at range. So
that's the thing.
Yeah, he's not great.
He's fine.
Down a tier. Let's be honest. I might move everyone down a tier. Derrick Rose, he can still go by and dunk on everybody on offense.
Yep, B is fine.
Cannot put Derrick Rose any higher than C tier.
Really? Because when even I'm comparing Amethyst, D-Rose, and Fat, like, I don't know, man.
I wish I could. I could, but look.
We'll see where he puts Earl Monroe.
I think he probably belongs here. I probably will move some of these down tiers, but I think Derrick Rose belongs in C. He doesn't do quite as much on offense, in my opinion, as Steph Curry, and neither can play defense.
That's fair enough. They just give you different stuff on offense, though.
Basically, just Rajon Rondo. Being completely honest, it's basically what he is.
I guess.
And Gary Payton get down to C tier. Gary Payton has
I don't like Gary Payton.
Offense.
But the thing is, he's very comparable to Fat Lever.
He's very comparable to Fat Lever. Like, no, he is not by any means.
I want to see. I want to know what him
defensively
and Fat
he's
are.
fine.
You know what I'm saying? Like they are.
And it's a weird one. Like the only thing I can say is he's fine defensively. He doesn't lock people down like I would have hoped. The same.
If you locked in for
him,
I'm
sorry. As Mo Cheeks. I've used them both, and honestly, I don't notice much of a difference on defense. Payton. I'm going to have to put Payton in C tier. I just think he's that weak on offense.
That's fine, but I don't know why Fat Lever's
Jerry
in
West, A. Actually, no. If Fat Lever's B, Payton's B.
That's what I'm saying. They're so comparable.
Jerry West is going A.
I'm fine with that. He's again
another one that might end up being moved down in tiers.
Yeah, you might want to move B. Like I don't like Jerry West. I don't like him. I don't.
Then we got Jason Kidd. I mean, he's Gary Payton with a worse release.
Ew. Jason Kidd is bad.
I was thinking, maybe I'll put Payton and Kidd in C tier, but no. Kidd or Payton's definitely better than Kidd. I think Fat Lever's better than Kidd as well.
He is. Fat Lever? Yeah.
Robert Pack, D tier. Pack's not bad offensively.
I've never used the card. I have never used the card, so I can't really have an opinion on it. If you've never used the card, you can't have an opinion.
And we got IT. Get into B tier. Isaiah Thomas, he's quick. He's just got really
quick,
slow,
but it's like
he halts to nearly a stop.
There was a time where IT was the top point guard in the game.
He goes for life, so he gets blocked. But like, I have him on my team. I don't use him ever.
He's just not it.
He's just a decent defender. He's quick, and that's really it. Obviously he came out like week 2.
Yeah, so he came out early. That's what I'm saying. For a time, he was the top point guard in the game.
I'll put him C.
Kenny Smith is good.
Put him, like, it's a reluctancy. I'd have to consider putting him in D, but
no. Kenny Smith is good. Like, Kenny Smith is good. He's got a good jumper. He can dunk the ball. Kenny Smith is good.
A fairly nice card.
He's good.
Shoots the ball well enough. Goes to the basket. Okay, just terrible dribbling. Terrible dribbling.
That's fine. You got a speed boost.
Go get up. Or Doc Rivers getting the B tier. Doc Rivers Pro 3 behind the back, bronze clamps.
What's his three ball?
Can attack the basket. 6'4". Doc Rivers is class.
I want to know what his three ball is. I don't know enough about
E-tier.
Doc Rivers, so I can't complain.
Steve Nash, A-tier. Again, you can put gold range extender on you.
I mean, the tough part about this is we're comparing JoJo White to Jerry West and Steve Nash. That is the problem. And that is why I wish JoJo White would be an S tier, because you can't compare JoJo White to anybody else at A tier. You just can't. It's not even close. Not even comparable.
Go quick first step on him.
Not even comparable.
Yeah, Steve Nash, A tier.
So JoJo White doesn't even belong there.
I mean, my Sleepy's better than Jerry West and Kuzi.
Yeah, if you badge Sleepy out, I'm fine.
I think I might move both of these down. Not gonna lie.
Move everybody.
I'm gonna move both.
Move all of them down. Move Steve Nash down. Move Sleepy Floyd down. JoJo belongs as only at A tier.
Neither of them get ranged, and both of them have like awkward releases. John Stockton getting to S tier.
I agree. John Stockton deserves S tier, but so does JoJo White. In my opinion, Stockton, I switch back and forth on every. Stockton's a top 3 point guard. Like, it depends how you feel about John Wall and JoJo White and even Darren Williams.
Point guards in this game.
But I think JoJo White belongs in S tier.
He still dunks on everybody. His releases, he belongs in S tier. Kyrie Irving, A. Again, you can put clamps on him. He already has range. He's got decent handle.
Terrible defensive.
He's got a really good handle. Decent jumper. It's not as bad.
You say he got a good handle. What's his 6?
This year as it was last year.
What's his defensive stats? Listen, I'm taking my time out of my day to go check Kyrie's defensive stats for you guys really quick.
6.5 hours later.
89 speed, a 79 lateral quickness, and you're comparing him to JoJo White. 76 perimeter. Listen, Kyrie Irving and JoJo White are not comparable. They're not. Simple.
Like last year, his jumper made him borderline unusable.
They're not comparable. His jump shot isn't even comparable to JoJo. There's nothing
not a good jumper, but
nothing.
It's by no means an unusable jumper. As well as that, Kyrie Irving is a decent.
Don't say he's a decent defender.
Still overall decent in terms of going to the basket. Does a lot of things well on offense, so he's going A tier. Darren Williams, S. I'm
not going to argue that Darren Williams
is the number 2 player in my opinion behind Steph Curry. And if you have Hall of Fame limitless range on Darren Williams, you can make an argument he's better than Curry because
No, you can't.
Way better on defense.
Okay, I'm gonna do another little check. Way better on defense. But outside of the wingspan, I'm gonna check their defense.
3:28 a.m.
Steph Curry has +1 perimeter defense. Steph Curry has +14 steal, it looks like. Steph Curry has -2 speed and +5 lateral quickness. How are you going to sit here and say he's way better on defense? I'm confused. Outside of the wingspan and player model, which is a big deal, he's not way better on defense. He's not. John Stockton is so much of a better defender than Darren Williams. And you can say whatever you want. A lot of it is speed and lateral quickness. Those two things, acceleration as well. I think Steph Curry and Darren are pretty comparable on defense.
So, yeah, I'm going to put
get some
Darren
rest,
Williams
DBG.
and Steph
Come
Curry's
on, man.
1-2. If I had like another tier, these two would probably a tier ahead. Derrick Fisher.
Oh, good Lord. You're comparing Derrick Fisher to JoJo
Fisher is
White.
class as well.
I mean,
he's got a decent release.
The worst thing about it is Derrick Fisher is better than Sleepy Floyd, Kyrie, and Steve Nash.
As well as that, he's got the Curry slide. He shoots the ball really well.
But JoJo, if JoJo's up a tier, I'm not complaining.
He's so much better than I would have expected him to be.
Derrick Fisher's
fine.
He's
going A tier.
He's fine.
Chauncey Billups.
Do not. Thank you. Chauncey deserves some respect. Put him in A. Put him in A. Listen, I'm taking Chauncey Billups over a badged out Chauncey over Sleepy Floyd. I am.
I mean,
he is so good on defense.
Who do I want?
He is
these guys
so
fully
good
badged
on
up or
defense.
Chauncey? I'm taking all these guys.
No, you're not.
I'm putting Chauncey Billups in B tier.
You're not.
His release is broken. It's simple as that.
It is, but he is so elite on defense.
Good at everything. Stats-wise, fantastic. Good at everything. Broken release, so I'm not putting him.
I disagree, DBG. I disagree.
Then we got Magic. No clamps. No quick first step. Overall poor stats.
I'm
telling you this right now. Later on in the year, Magic Johnson will be the best card in the game. On current gen, anyway.
Eventually.
And that's a weird thing when I'm saying it's like, oh yeah, he'll be the best card in the game next gen. But I'm like, the animations mightn't be the same. As well as that, dribble glitching mightn't be a thing, and it might be a lot of things that are different. But if you are still going to be playing on current gen, without question, Magic Johnson at some stage will be the best point guard in this game because he's got Curry slide, got per 3 bond back. This card is just not it.
Eventually, he'll be good.
Kyle Lowry, A tier. Kyle Lowry is like a...
the fact that you put Kyle Lowry ahead of Chauncey Billups, DBG. And I mean this in the nicest way as possible. I want you guys to be no money spent, right? But at the same time, you got to be realistic, okay? You got to be realistic. Chauncey Billups can compete. Kyle Lowry can't. It's just...
Poor man's Derrick Fisher, I guess. A little bit undersized, but a lockdown defender with goal clamps. He's got Curry slide and he's got silver range. He's still in that top 10 point guard in the game without question. And like, honestly, Kyle Lowry might be better than all these.
You just said Kyle Lowry is better than JoJo White, DBG. Good Lord. Okay, listen. I'm gonna compare the cards for you real quick. I got them both. I think it's wise of me to go through and compare the cards since I got both of them.
Eventually.
JoJo White 88 3 ball. JoJo White can dunk. JoJo White 93 ball handle. JoJo White 89 perimeter defense, same as Lowry. 94 interior defense. Plus 8 in every speed category. Lateral quickness is the same. Then you go look at the badges, okay? Kyle Lowry has 7 golds. I haven't even badged my JoJo White out, and he comes with 2 Hall of Fame badges, including good finishing badges, 23 gold badges, plus the ability to get gold clamps. JoJo White badged out is not comparable to Kyle Lowry. That's bad.
That's literally it. He's like Steph Curry, but just worse. Not awful on offense, but just not great at all. And we got George Hill. I mean,
a badged out George Hill is B tier. Absolutely,
he's got overall decent stats.
Good.
You can put clamps range.
He is good badged out.
So I can't not put him in B tier.
Yeah, he's good badged
because
out.
Of how much you can badge him up, but who the hell is badging up a Sapphire?
Not me, but he's good badged out.
Yeah.
Ew, who are these cards?
It's a weird one. You definitely shouldn't.
Who are these cards we got left?
Williams. I mean, he's not that much different than a Van Exel or a Kenny Smith.
Jay Williams. I don't know. I don't know enough about the card. I don't know.
I'd use all these guys over Tiny. So Tiny, get down to D tier.
You're kidding me. Like one day DBG will learn the value of a fast point guard. One day he will. One day. Tiny can shoot the ball a little bit. He's fast. Got a good release. One day DBG. Tiny, Pink Diamond Tiny would be B or... Listen, give me Pink Diamond Tiny over Kyle Lowry. I promise you, if I'm going into a comp game tonight, I would play Pink Diamond Tiny Archibald over Kyle Lowry.
Get up into S tier. John Wall is the best rim running point guard.
He is. John Wall is S tier. Something we can agree on.
John Wall dunks on every...
Something we can agree on.
Even better behind the back. Equally as good dunking. Actually, no, he's a better dunker and a little bit faster. John Wall, without question, S tier. The best at what he does.
He is the best. Nate Robb, I'm sorry, man. I don't know what to say about you, man.
He's just not. He's just not at all. Have a good card this year. This card just is not.
Oscar Diamond Oscar is bad.
Do you think Oscar Robertson's better than Magic though? I think Oscar Robertson can go to the basket.
He is better than Magic, but he's
not
bad.
As good as any of these guys because all these guys have at least the ability to climb.
Kyle Lowry doesn't
Oscar Robertson is not a bad card by any means.
See where he puts Gilbert.
I went to Gilbert Arenas, and I've only used him once.
He's A tier.
So I could be wrong with this. I think he's higher A tier.
And the thing is, for me personally, I'm moving Gilbert and JoJo White up, and Gilbert would be my sixth best point guard, fully badged out.
I think I take Gilbert Arenas over any of these in A tier, but these 4 S tier point guards I would still take over Gilbert Arenas.
Me too.
I would still take Stockton over him. I would still take John Wall over him. I would still take Darren Williams over him.
I would take JoJo over him too.
Or Stephen Curry.
I tried Gil. I ran him in some games.
I don't know what
it
is. Maybe it's just the style of play that I use.
It's just his release.
I have not got used to Gilbert's release.
That's it.
It's fast, so maybe I will get used to it.
You won't.
I have not got used to it yet because it's obviously not quite base 11. But this Gilbert Arenas actually has a fast release. So a lot of people are saying, "Oh, it's a really, really bad release." Yes, it's not base 11, but he's somewhere here. I'm gonna put him here for now.
Just leave him there. I'm fine with that. But
then we got
your
Tony
A tier
Parker.
is messed up. B.
I mean, B, C.
No. Leave him at B. No.
C. He doesn't really play any defense. Is he any better than freaking Kenny Smith? I don't think so.
Yes.
I don't think he's that much better.
He's got a night.
As much as I love Tony Parker,
I think I disagree.
I
agree to disagree.
Because even though I'm a Heat fan,
I agree to disagree.
Man, I love watching that Spurs team play for just how they play team basketball. Yes, he's a Hall of Fame. I know he's a Hall of Fame quick first step. Can't
put him in B.
I'll put him in C. He's definitely in the upper end of C though.
So you want to say Kyle Lowry can't dunk? Oh yeah, but he's an A tier. Like
Ricky Rubio getting to
badged out Ricky is B.
You know what? Ricky Rubio getting to A tier. Rubio's release is nice. His defense is really good.
I guess I haven't used a badged out Ricky Rubio, so I can't really disagree.
You can get clamps.
If I haven't used the card, I can't.
Badged up Rubio
I can't disagree if I haven't used the card.
Definitely on the lower end of A tier, kind of close to that Steve Nash level, but yeah, give me him over Billups. Actually, give me him over Billups. But let's put Billups in this tier as well.
I knew DBG would come to his senses about my guy Chauncey Billups eventually. That's what I'm talking about. He belongs.
I don't like Billups, but like there's an objectively, like all these cards are better than all of these cards. Like objectively better. You can argue the only one you can really actually the only people that are going to argue Kuzi are the people that locked him in day one or haven't badged.
I wouldn't argue Kuzi, but to say he has a bad release isn't right. Charlie Ward's not good. He's not terrible, but he's not good.
He's fine.
The fact that he has tiny Archibald in D tier is blasphemous.
Has to be boost, but
that is terrible.
Decent defender. For 10 wins in TTO, he's perfect.
But the rest of the list is starting to look better. Gil and JoJo in A tier is fine. To be honest with you, Chauncey would be my third best point guard at A tier maybe. But overall, I think the disrespect to JoJo White is real by saying Kyle Lowry is better than him. That is straight up disrespect.
Fine to use. Not the worst card in the world. So anyway, yeah, that is the video.
So yeah, overall, I don't really have that many complaints, honestly, besides the fact that Tiny Arch... Listen, here's how I'm going to put it. At B tier, I would take Tiny Archibald over every single one of the players at B tier. I would. I personally would. And then I'm glad he moved Chauncey up because Chauncey's better than Rubio, Nash, Kyrie, Fisher, Sleepy. Maybe not Fisher, but Lowry, even like Kyle Lowry is not an A tier player. I'm sorry, I just agreed to disagree. But again, huge shout out to DBG. The link to this video will be down in the description. I hope you guys did enjoy the reaction. Kind of get some of my thoughts about some of the top point guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.